Hey folks, Mrs. White here, coming at you with our last official, like really official stats video for our remote learning this year. Technically, I will potentially be releasing a video on Monday with some questions that you guys have posed to me with the answers. But if no one submits any questions or answers, you won't be getting a video on Monday. So what we're going to do in this quick little video right here is we're going to go over the project. We'll talk a little bit about feedback dates and what you need to submit as your homework assignment today. So let's take a second and start by looking at what this final project is going to be. I will let you folks know this final project is literally a gift. Okay. Originally, the final project was going to be another survey one where you pick, a couple graphs. You actually have to do sampling and ask people a question again. You'd have to do some of the general descriptive statistics that we learned in the first half of the year, but you'd also have to add in the inferential statistics, which is all of the hypothesis testing stuff that we've been learning. Because we're not in person and because we don't really want you going out asking people anything, and we certainly don't want a convenient sample because if it's convenient, that doesn't mean your data is going to be necessarily true. The stats teachers got together and decided that this is what we would assign instead. There are 9 problems in this packet, and you are going to choose 6. So it starts off with chapter 10, and it covers 11, and it also covers 12, and that's it. So starting with chapter 10 of these 3 problems, right here, 1, 2, 3, you're going to pick 2 of them to do. And answer. So you can see, for example, here, question number 1 is worth 9. Question number 2 is worth 7 points. And so you, depending on which problems you choose, kind of depends on what your total amount of points could be. Okay. It's going to be the same for 11 and 12. In chapter 11, they present you with 1, 2, 3 problems, and each of those, out of those 3 problems, you need to choose 2. And then the same thing for chapter 12. Okay, so we have chapter 12 here. So you get to choose 2, 1, 2, 3 options. Okay, pick and choose whichever ones you would like. Because this is considered a project, it is open book, it is open note, it is not open peer. Okay, so I'm trusting that you folks will make a good decision there, and I would like to see work for everything. Okay, so I need to have an idea that you are actually doing this work. I know a lot of it is done on a calculator, but there's only 6 problems, so please make sure to show as much work as you possibly can. Okay. Like I said, I feel like this project is a gift right now for you folks to really kind of help your grade if you need the help. People did really well on the chapter 11 test. People did pretty well on the chapter 12 test. I'm still finishing up going through those right now. But take this as another opportunity, right? This counts as much as any of the exams we've taken. So take your time, do your best. Speaking of taking your time and doing your best, what you are going to submit for homework this time around is you are going to private comment any questions that you have, or if you don't have any, you're actually going to type none and then hit submit. Okay, because this is technically, that little emblem means that this is an assignment, and I would like this done by Saturday morning at 11, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through those Saturday afternoon, and I'm going to make a video for Monday. Okay, and Monday is going to be a question and answer video, and the rest of the time is going to be a work day. So I don't want to have to answer the same questions over and over and over. If there are general questions about the project, I'd rather just make one quick little video, answer all those questions, and then give you guys just the rest of the school year to be working on this project. Okay, I do have a couple other little assignments that'll be coming down the pipeline related to it. I'll have a check-in where you have to tell me where you're at, and then a place where you'll submit your final project. So in addition to those questions, I want to let you know a couple other things that I'm offering for you. So I have feedback dates here as a way for you to figure out if you're on the right track with some of these problems. So your first feedback date is going to be during office hours next Wednesday. So what'll happen is you'll log in office hours, you'll have whatever you have completed, you'll screen share it with me or email me a picture of it or whatever, and I will let you know live if you are on the right track or not. So if there's any errors that you've already made, I can say, whoa, 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 you need to go back and look at chapter 11, question 2. Okay, or your null and alternative hypothesis don't seem right, or maybe when you described your type 2 error, it's not enough detail. Either way, next Wednesday, you don't have to have everything done. You can have one problem done. You can show up and get feedback on whatever you've completed. The second feedback date, okay, is going to be sent via email. It is not going to be live, and it is optional. Both of these are always optional. On Sunday, okay, by noon. You on 5/31, so the Sunday before the last week of school, you can send me via email whatever you have completed, and I will give it a rough correction. Okay, so you'll know, oh, I got this problem wrong. I'm going to go back and fix it and hopefully get it right the second time around. Okay, so the idea of these feedback dates are that you're working early, and because you're getting stuff done earlier, I can give you feedback and let you know if you're on the right track. Okay, and give you an opportunity to go back and fix it. The actual due date for the project, I'd really like to get them in on the 3rd, which is not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. But I am willing to give you 2 weeks. So if it comes in a Thursday of that week, I'm perfectly fine with that too. Also, if you get it done earlier, like if that second feedback is that you got everything right, you should just submit it then. Okay. It will make my life a little easier if you do turn them in earlier. But again, I'm not putting that pressure on you. They are not due Friday the 5th because I don't want anything due the last day of school. That way, if there's any big red flags, I can let you know and you'll have a day or two to fix it. Okay. So you've seen the project. You know that you need to private comment under this assignment, right? You need to private comment me if you have any questions or you're typing none. So everybody's typing something in right now and hitting submit. Okay. Preferably before Saturday morning. I think you should do it right now. This video is super duper short. And then start thinking about which problems do you want to do and start tackling them so that you're ready for that first feedback and I can let you know how you're doing. The next 2 weeks are pretty much self-paced. Okay, you work on math as you need to. I know some of you are taking AP classes. At this point, those are all done. AP Lang was yesterday, and that was the last AP test. Some of you are or have taken other college courses. At this point, those are pretty much done. If they haven't tied up already, they're tying up this week. So you should have some time. If you wanted to just get this totally out of the way, I'm happy to take a look at whatever you have earlier also. Okay, earlier than this first feedback date if you'd like. So I'm done. I keep talking in circles. There's nothing new coming out of my mouth. So I'm going to let you folks go. Please leave me a comment with any questions that you have, or you are typing in none and submitting. I will talk to you all later. Potentially, I might not, because if there's no questions, then I won't have to do any more videos. Okay. If I don't talk to or see you folks, then I hope things are good. If you're a senior and I won't be seeing you again, feel free to stop by and visit when we're all back in session. And if you don't want to stop by Winthrop and visit, I wouldn't blame you. But please know that we're in your corner and we're hoping the best for you as you go kind of into your new experiences next year. I'll talk to you later. Bye, folks.